Today I am here to show you all how to make a very different sort of veg which we are going to make from these peels. See here, these are the bitter gourds which are known as Karelas. See, these are the ones with peels and these are the bitter gourds that I've just taken the peels out of these bitter gourds. So these are peels and today I'm going to show you all how we can use to make veg from these peels. I'm not going to use these bitter gourds, these I'll make later on, but usually everyone throws these peels away. But today I'll show you we can make a very tasty and delicious veg from the peels of bitter gourds. So please note down the ingredients. Here I have peels of approximately 750 grams of Karelas. According to your requirement or according to your quantity, you can take as many peels are there. And then for this I need, here I have 2 potatoes which I have washed and diced into small pieces, 2 onions which I have sliced, 1 tomato. You can also use dry mango powder in place of tomato if you want. Then 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, salt as per taste, red chili powder as per taste, coriander powder 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. So now I'll show you how to make this dish from the peels of bitter gourds. First of all, since these bitter gourds itself are bitter in taste, that is why the name is bitter gourds. So now when we take off the peels, even these peels are going to be bitter. So we take a generous quantity of salt. Here I'm taking 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of salt and I'm going to mix in these peels and let it rest like this for 1 to 2 hours. Minimum at least 1 hour you need to keep this, so that after that I'm going to dip them in water, wash them thoroughly in 3 or 4 waters, squeeze them so that all the salt and the bitterness of the peels also goes away. So now I'm going to keep these peels for approximately 1 hour and after that I'll show you how to proceed. It is approximately 1 hour. So now I am going to wash these peels of the bitter gourd. So see here, I'll show you. We have to just wash them thoroughly, squeeze them 3 to 4 times. We dip them in water, just squeeze them nicely. See, you can see all this foam, this salt and the bitterness will all come out. And now we can strain it in this strainer and once again I'm going to wash it, put it back into some fresh water. Same way again, squeeze it nicely and wash it. So you have to be very thorough in washing because otherwise the bitterness and the salt will not go. So like this, same way, 4 to 5 times, wash it nicely, squeeze it, throw away the water, and then our peels will be ready to cook. Friends, here, see, I've washed the peels of the bitter gourds and see the quantity has reduced to this much only. Once the salt and the bitterness of it goes out, we squeeze it, only this much is left. So now I've heated a pan here. I'm going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil, and once the oil is hot, we are going to saute our onions in this oil. Along with this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and once the onions are slightly brown in color, we add our potatoes. Now, after 2 to 3 minutes approximately, I'm going to add these potatoes. Mix them nicely. And now I've covered and cooked these onions in here approximately after 3 to 4 minutes. In between, you will need to check and stir if you think this is getting burnt or sticking to the bottom. Just stir it Now, at this stage, when our onions and potatoes are slightly roasted, I'm going to add this peel of the bitter gourds. Mix it nicely. Now I'm going to put coriander powder, 1 to half teaspoon according to your quantity. Half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and now we will mix all of this and again cover and let it cook on slow flame for 5 to 6 minutes or till our potatoes are tender and the bitter gourd peel is nicely roasted. So now I am going to again cover this and leave it for 5 to 6 minutes. Now here friends, we check our veg. See now, the green color of the peas has started turning to brownish. So now at this stage I am going to add some salt. So don't push too much salt, according to your requirement or your taste you put the salt. Since in the peas also there is always little bit of salt always left, so be careful. You should always add less quantity first, later on taste it, and if you want you can add more. Now 1 tomato that I have chopped. If you want you can add amchur powder, dry mango powder. So now again I am going to cover and cook this vegetable till our potatoes are completely cooked and tender. So friends, here, see now we will check. It has taken approximately 7 to 8 minutes. See our potatoes are done. They are breaking easily. See the color. It has turned from green to brownish color. Now our vegetable is ready. At this stage, you can taste your veg. If you want to increase your salt or chili, you can add a little bit. If you want to increase the sourness, you can also add a little amchur powder or another half tomato. So according to your taste, you can make some changes. But as it is the way I have made, it is really going to be tasty and delicious. So now our vegetable is ready. I am going to take it out in a bowl to serve this dish. Thank you friends. You all saw how we made a vegetable from the peels of the bitter gourd. It is really simple, really easy, and believe me, it is very delicious. You can enjoy this vegetable with a simple roti, with a naan, bread, or with a crispy lachha parantha. It is really going to taste very good. So now onwards, from today onwards, don't throw the peels of the bitter gourds. Keep them aside, and after using your bitter gourds, you can also make a nice, tasty, delicious dish from the. We'll all try this vegetable at home and enjoy this really delicious vegetable. Thank you friends.